Hey, Suze. Okay, so we did a video on the ToneMaster.
Yeah.
And you've been working on the Helix a lot.
Yeah.
With the Worship 100 thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, which sounds better, the ToneMaster Pro or the Helix? That's the question.
Okay.
Loaded question.
It is.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
So, you've set these up to be pretty similar.
Yeah.
You've kind of taken some patches that come with the ToneMaster Pro, kind of made an equivalent thing on the Helix.
Yep.
If it uses a greenback, we used a greenback in both.
Yeah.
If it uses an SM7B, we did an SM7B in both. We put it on the same spot on the cone on both. So this is what each of these units says a particular rig sounds like.
These are actually pretty close to me, you know, tone-wise.
Yeah, the effects you can hear are doing a little bit different thing, which, you know, is part of the unit. I think the delays sound really organic in the Fender.
I do too.
But I think, honestly, the Helix has great effects. So, I mean, it sounds great in both. I might prefer the sound of the Helix, but the ToneMaster sounds a bit less compressed.
This feels a little bit more just like normal organic, like you would get with those pedals in that amp.
Yeah.
And this feels a bit more processed, a little bit more like, I don't know, just delivered tones rather than always this ToneMaster Pro makes me feel like I'm sitting in the room with that gear. Yeah.
For me, the deluxe reverb is miles better on the ToneMaster than on the Helix.
Yeah.
The AC30, I don't really feel that way about. I like different things about both of them.
Yeah.
Or the Helix is a little bit 2D.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a weird buzzword.
No,
but like,
no.
It's a little like...
and that's what John Sue was saying, was that every time we switched over here, it just felt like it was like, like it had...
Yeah.
Even if it was quieter sometimes, it still felt more full or more...
Totally.
Yeah. Okay, the ToneMaster is thumpier, and like
it is
more like a grunt, like a punch on it. We tried on the Helix to get that out of it, the bass control or the bias control, just trying to get something more grunty, and it just felt a little more homogenized or like pretty. Yeah. And whereas the Fender feels a little bit more raw. You know?
I actually am a big fan of the Plexi Helix model. And because I actually love all the tone match stuff for the Helix that we do, and I use that model a lot. But what we've set up here is the same speaker, so greenback, whatever these two units call it, and SM7B on the cone. So whatever they have made that sound, I feel like we can make them closer by tweaking them. We already are doing that a little bit on the Helix with a graphic EQ.
That's true. We did do the EQ after the.
Yeah, there's actually a little parametric EQ doing a little bit there, but they are very different. Yeah. Like it's two. This is what's interesting. Is the Helix accurate? Is the ToneMaster Pro accurate? Is Axe-Fx accurate? The more I play on all these different units, the more I realize a Plexi into a greenback with an SM7B on the cone, in the middle of the cone, apparently those can be wildly different sounds. Like that's not enough narrowing it down to really know what that sounds like, because one unit says it sounds this way, another unit says it sounds this way, another unit says it sounds this way. So what's right and what's wrong, I have no idea really. And you know, maybe they're looking at different plexis, maybe they're looking at different speakers, different cones. But some of these sounds are pretty wildly different. Some are very close.
Yeah. Between these two, it's almost like the sounds to me today are better on the ToneMaster, you know? The Vox, I know we liked the Helix.
Yeah, does it sound better?
Yeah.
For the Deluxe, yes. For the AC30, you put on all those effects, I can go either way.
Right.
For the Marshall, I've gotten better Marshall tones than we got with that cab.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of tone match Marshalls.
With the stock cabs?
Not with the stock cabs. I'm saying with tone matched IRs, I've gotten better Marshall sounds that I would prefer over this Fender Marshall.
But it does ToneMaster Marshall. Too.
I guess I could put those on there. You know what I'm saying? Totally. Like it's.
Yeah. How's the amp model in each, with all things being equal?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That would be actually a good video too.
That would be a good video. I'm gonna say ToneMaster sounds better on the Deluxe. It's a tie on the Helix, or I'll give it to, or it's a tie on the AC30, or I'll give it to the Helix. Marshall. I didn't love either of these with them, honestly.
Interesting.
I didn't love either. So
which makes a tie.
Which makes it a tie, but I'll say I actually think the ToneMaster Pro models in general might be better, but you only have like half. I mean, you go like it's 1/3 as many, so like you know.
And the matchless on the Helix might sound better than anything on the Fender.
Yeah, so that's the Helix on the matchless on the Helix sounds great, and that's kind of a big thing missing, I think, on the Fender. It does feel like we didn't get enough Fender amps. And then we just got a couple other things.
Yeah, just to like appease us, you know. It's early on. We'll see what happens.
I mean, we got like 4 or 5 Marshalls though.
Yeah.
And like, how many Fenders is there?
Like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a ton of Fender amps actually.
Right.
But okay, you know, like there's more. There is more. There's got to be 8 or something or 9. But yeah.
It is pretty cool though. If you have both, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah. What do you think sounds better? What sounded better in these videos? Obviously, these back-to-back clips are kind of telling on the differences, but better is in kind of it's a relative thing. HW.
Suits.